Welcome back to WBNN Bear News. I'm Taylor Grisham, and you're watching BNN Locked Up Edition.
Hey everybody, Mr. Peach again. Mrs. Rainey sent an email out yesterday that addresses several of the most asked questions about the current situation. You should read that email, so make sure that you're checking that out. It has far more detail and nuance than I'm going to be able to convey on a BNN YouTube video. So in addition to the information you're getting in this video, make sure you actually read that email also. Let's go ahead and get right to it. First question. Why can we not just go 100% online for our students' classes? Well, there are two main reasons that that's not something that we can do and have it count for grades. The first reason is that not all students have equal access to online learning. Since we are taxpayer funded, it is up to us to make sure that learning access is equitable to all of our students. Not every student has a capable device. Not every student has a capable internet connection. In addition to that, we have a lot of students who have legally binding IEPs, 504s, and ESL documentation. And it is extremely difficult and restrictive at this point for us to offer services to those students remotely. Since everything has to be equitable, it's not possible for us to serve all of those needs for all of the students at this time. Therefore, online instruction is not something that's completely required. However, for students who want to and are also able to access reading assignments, resources, websites online and want to further their learning in preparation for college and careers and any post-secondary opportunities, we have a lot of those opportunities right now. Mount Juliet High School Mount Juliet High School teachers are rolling out resources, websites, lessons, work that can be done onto Google Classroom and on their teacher websites. So students, you need to make sure that you are checking Google Classroom and make sure that you're receiving emails from teachers about what's available so that you can continue your learning. Don't forget, you've got all of the same online resources that you had access to before the tornado and before the COVID-19 hiatus that we're on. I'm talking about Achieve 3000, ALEX, Delta Math, Common Lit, Pareto ACT Prep, and much more. And those are all through ClassLink, which is available on the WC Schools website or the MJHS website under Students and Families. Next question. What about Prom? As of right now, Prom is not canceled. It's being rescheduled, but for when, we don't know yet. Mrs. Rainey assures us that MJHS will use all of our resources to have Prom, but what form that will take and when is still undetermined. Keep in mind that putting out a date right now when things are still moving around and in flux would cause more work if we had to reschedule a second time. What about graduation? As of today, graduation is still scheduled for May 23rd. However, MTSU has canceled their own graduations that happen earlier in May. And so there's the fear right now, or maybe even the assumption that if they have canceled their own graduations for May, that they may also cancel the high school graduations that MTSU hosts later in May. We will have a graduation, but what it looks like may change. Remember that federal and state guidelines prohibit gatherings. Next question. Why can't anyone be on campus? The current stay-at-home mandates from the state prohibit non-essential businesses or use of public facilities. MJHS will continue to follow federal, state, and county guidance on these issues. We all have reasons to go on campus, but the health and safety of our students and faculty takes priority. What about AP exams? As of now, the College Board, which is the company that oversees all AP examinations, is planning to provide in-home AP testing. These will be 45-minute essay-only exams. Teachers are pushing this information to their AP students as quickly as College Board is releasing that information. Again, make sure that you're communicating with teachers about any questions you have. What about end of course / TNReady testing? It's not a thing this year. It's not going to count for your grades in high school either. Feel free to celebrate as appropriate. What about schedules for next year? Mrs. Rainey, the assistant principals, and guidance counselors are working on this right now. They don't anticipate any issues, but make sure you're monitoring your email for any questions they have or updates. What about caps and gowns and yearbooks? We plan to hand these out to seniors, but that will not be until the quarantine is lifted and we can be back on campus. That's same for cap and gown, that's same for yearbook. We will ensure that everyone will get their stuff. We just don't know what that will look like at this point. We'll know as we get closer to May and have a better understanding what the end of the year will look like. Senior class parents, speaking directly to you, students also, but senior class parents, we need your help. Each of you needs to make sure that your senior logs into the senior class Google Classroom and completes the forms that are there. There should be a form for what type of diploma and scholarship information they need to complete, as well as one documenting how their diploma should be spelled and checking for incorrect information. Please make sure that your student checks this out ASAP. We still have about 200 students that have not completed their information on Google Classroom for these issues. There are also forms for TN Promise, TN Hope, etc. that need to be completed also. Please see that your students have completed everything that they need to on their senior Google Classroom. All right, coming up next is an interview that I had with Trey McNeese. This is first of a two-parter. The other part will be in a future episode. This part is about what it's like leading the student section along with Grace and Cole and how it feels to end the student section season so strangely with a shortened basketball playoff that may be happening in May, but we don't even know if the student section is going to be allowed there. Check it out.
So the last game, if there was like an actual basketball game, would have been the last game we were in the student section. But yes, like that was when we had a baseball game. We played at Blackman, and the basketball team played Summit at home to go to the state tournament. So yeah, that would have been the last game. It was awesome. I loved it. I loved every single bit of it, even though some people didn't like our decisions that we made. I mean, it was all super fun in the end, and I think we gave everybody in the school, like, I think we all had fun doing it and stuff, especially during both basketball and football seasons. I think we put a lot of support behind our team's back, and I mean, it was probably one of my best experiences in high school, being able to lead that with Grayson. It was just an awesome opportunity. It was a lot of fun. I mean, I guess we were all together, which that's what made it like fun for me, because we were all together. We were all cheering on our school behind their backs. I feel like we gave them a lot of energy from the student section and like helped them play a lot better. I mean, granted, they're super, super good, but I feel like that we would always get behind their back in big moments and stuff and help them like push through it. And so us not being able to be there, it's really sad to me, and I know it is sad to Grayson too. And I'm sure that the whole school like wanted to be there. So I'm hoping hopefully maybe when all this clears up, that we are able to go and support our boys and maybe we go win a state championship.
Thank you for watching WBNN Channel 9 News. I don't know when the next one will come out. I'm doing my best to push out content and information in addition to my other responsibilities. I hope that you're staying safe. I hope that you're staying healthy. And I hope you're staying at home. Talk to you soon.